Hey, American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
What's up, everybody? Lead meteorologist John Choquette here. Unfortunately, some of our ads were not working there, but you guys know the drill. C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and American Contractor Show, all in the description below. Check them out as we get into our Friday forecast here, and we do have quite a bit to talk about. We do have a chance of some late night hail tonight across southern Kansas and sections of far northeastern parts of Oklahoma. But the big deal is fall storm season is continuing to really kind of be pretty active here. It's pretty normal if you do have a fall season, mind you. In October, you have the big peaks and the very low valleys. So you have absolutely nothing and then a lot of activity. We had the nothing this week. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of activity starting probably tomorrow evening through about Wednesday here across the Central Plains and then near the Mississippi River Valley and possibly even down to the Gulf Coast. So a lot of areas at risk for large hail, tornadoes, and strong winds all on the table here Sunday and Tuesday especially. And yes, Halloween week forecast videos next week. We're gonna have a lot of activity apparently. And you'll see everybody who you usually see on videos here culminating to Derek on Friday, each with a different costume every day. So that should be a fun one. You guys will actually be able to vote for Derek's costume as well. We'll get to that in a second. The Orca Golf Tournament's on Monday here across Norman, Oklahoma. Weather dependent. It looks like it should be pretty nice in Norman here on October 25th. Is it a sold out event here, Justin? Or yeah, it's totally sold out. So if you're coming, you'll see us there. Justin will be playing golf probably poorly. So you can come enjoy that here with the Orca Golf Tournament in Norman, Oklahoma. We have the OU Texas Tech Tailgate. That's going to be on the day before Halloween on October 30th in the usual spot we're at, and just by the Bud Wilkinson House on Jenkins, all the big white tents. If you have ever gone to the tailgates here for the OU games, free food, free beer. I don't know what we're doing for food yet, but it's gonna be an afternoon game, so it should be a nice one. The weather should hopefully be pretty nice for this one, so come check us out, and we'll be giving away tickets. I think we're doing the giveaway to the Oklahoma-Iowa State game. That's gonna be one of the last home games for that. So if you want to get some free tickets, free food, free beer, and just hang out with us, it's a great time. Anybody in the comments section who's been to them, you can vouch for how fun of a time it is with that. And finally, yes, here we are. It's in the link in the description below. Derek, we're picking out Derek's costume. My costume, I've got to pick myself. Frank, Andrea, Heather, all got to pick our own costumes. But you guys get to pick Derek's costume. Do you want the blow-up T-Rex? Haven't tried to do the forecast video of the blow-up T-Rex. You want to be Walter White for a, I guess, almost dated reference now to pop culture, and or Flo from Progressive. So, go ahead and vote in the description below, and he will be doing that video on the 29th, so on Friday, right before Halloween. So what happened yesterday? We had quite a bit of tornadic activity up in the Ohio and parts near Pittsburgh. It looks like a pretty solid tornado in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. Some tornadoes down by the Cleveland area. It was actually one. It wasn't even tornado warned that we had to put together for that. I think about 8 tornadoes happened yesterday across the northeastern sections of Ohio and parts of the Pittsburgh area. So that brings us 8 tornadoes yesterday, no hail, 36 high wind reports, and that brings us to 73 tornadoes for the year, 28 of which have happened here in the last month over a 2-day period. That broke the record in Oklahoma for most tornadoes in October. And if we keep seeing the severe weather that we're going to see, Oklahoma could end up having an above average tornado year, fueled almost entirely by October. Very weird year. We might actually get over 5,500 hail reports for the year by the end of this week, and obviously we're not even remotely close to what 2020 had happened. But hey, all this activity here in October is, of course, always welcome. Got some rain here across the central Oklahoma moving through right now. This will help trigger off some storms for tonight. And over here, this is a pretty intense storm system. This is going to be probably our big weather maker for Sunday. A very intense low pressure system hitting the west coast right now. A ton of rain, wind, and even some mountain snow with this. And this is going to be the big driving factor for some severe weather, especially on Sunday here in the Mississippi River Valley. Temperatures still pretty above normal for October across a good chunk of the country here, in the 70s in Dallas, mid-60s in Denver. A little cooler here where you've seen a cold front come through across like Kansas City, Minneapolis, and even over by Fort Wayne. But overall, we're continuing that pretty warm trend across the country, and that really does continue that ability to have some severe weather across the country. So here's that future radar for tonight. So we do have a hail risk tonight, but it's going to be very late. We're starting here at noon, and I'm going to have this kind of run for a while here all the way until about 9, 10, 11 o'clock, and there you go. See, by 12:30, you have a scattering of some showers. There could be a couple thunderstorms trying to form here again after midnight tonight, going into your Saturday, and those storms will probably continue well after the fact, but our model doesn't even go out that far. So this should be a very late night event. Up to some ping pong ball size hail is possible with that maximum hail size for your Friday and probably technically Saturday. And this is what we're looking at here for that hail forecast. Where you saw those little showers popping up, that is where you're going to see that chance for some storms to form. So from pretty much Wichita to the Joplin area, you have a low chance of that $quarter to $half size hail. Strongest storm, I'm saying one storm could have that ping pong ball size hail. So that's your absolute maximum size for tonight. And further to the east over here by Joplin, that's going to be probably daybreak tomorrow, so near 7 o'clock in the morning for folks in the Joplin area. Pushing forward to Saturday, assuming I can get it to go there, there's that future radar, and there's the storm activity that we were talking about for late tonight. It'll be still ongoing tomorrow morning in the tri-state area of southeastern sections of Kansas, parts of Oklahoma, and southwestern Missouri. And then more significant storms do occur a little later in the evening. See, by about 8 o'clock, some isolated storms form back by Wichita and even down into northwestern sections of Oklahoma. And then a warm front pushing north is going to trigger a bunch of activity there once the sun goes down from St. Louis all the way up by the Kansas City area, and that's going to push even close to Omaha in the overnight on Saturday night. So a couple nights in a row here of severe weather, and then that will push off to the north towards Omaha, and then some other activity may form across sections of north central Oklahoma and parts of Kansas. But I think that is going to really weaken once you get closer to 2 in the morning, and then more storm activity is going to form as we get into Sunday morning, where I think we could see a fair bit of significant severe weather on your Sunday. So what's that hail forecast for Saturday looking like? Again, this is going to be really primarily focused on the late evening hours. I think here across western Oklahoma, parts of the Texas Panhandle, and west central Kansas could see some hail up to golf ball size. With any isolated storms, this is going to be a very isolated risk. You just saw in the future radar, only 1 or 2 storms forms. And then over here, over by Kansas City, up towards Omaha, that's going to be the warm front lifting north, providing that necessary lift to have some storms in the late overnight hours. So after about 11 o'clock p.m. through daybreak on Sunday is where you could see some hail there. So again, these are mostly nighttime risks. That's a big thing in the fall. You kind of have to at the instability, maximize it as much as possible, and it'll end up happening overnight. So low chances across the board from Wichita to Kansas City to Omaha, and we can break that down further for the most at-risk cities and see that moderately low. So you have a chance, right? But it's going to be a little bit better chance than, say, the very low areas like Woodward, Lincoln, Omaha. Big questions for Lincoln and Omaha is, are there going to be hail-producing storms when everything lifts to the north in the overnight hours, or if it's going to be more of a wind risk and heavy rain? Woodward, there might only be a storm or two in the state of Oklahoma at all on Saturday. So you really got to hit the needle in the haystack with that one. And a better chances from Wichita to Topeka to Kansas City, where you have that moderate low chance of some hail, some of which could even get close to golf ball size hail, especially by like Topeka and maybe even Wichita if you get a rogue storm to make it all the way over there. So that's what we're looking at for your Saturday. So we're going to push ahead to the main meat and potatoes of what we're talking about here for that risk for this weekend and then into next week. Here is Sunday morning at 9 a.m. This is basically the jet stream and the deeper colors that's shown where your low pressure centers are, your triggers for all the severe weather. See at 9 a.m. you have a little bit of a trough coming in here, and that's going to trigger storms on Sunday across sections of Missouri and areas east of I-35. So you push forward with that. It's a pretty significant little short wave, we like to call them, here on 6 p.m. on Sunday. So it's really going to trigger quite a bit of severe weather here in the Mississippi River Valley, north of, I'd say, Memphis. And after that, see this big guy back here, back off the coast of Portland and Vancouver? That's going to be your big time severe weather maker going into your Tuesday. So we push forward here to midnight on Monday night into Tuesday. Now, if this was mid-May, we'd be talking about a major outbreak with this. But since we're here in late October, October 26th, this looks like probably for October a big event. But for in general, probably a moderate event here. And you see all the lift you need to get that strong, unstable air to make it all the way up into Nebraska, and that will bring severe weather with that for your Tuesdays here about 3 p.m. This negative tilt, so basically you have the positive tilt where it's coming in forward like this over by New York. The negative tilt is really conducive of severe weather. You want to have that for tornadic storms, big time hail, what have you. So I think a lot of supercell storms are going to form here on your Tuesday. We're still quite a few days out, but right now it's put in the alert here for us to pay very close attention to this, and of course give you guys updates, especially on Monday here for your Tuesday event. And this will push forward to Wednesday, so this will continue to Wednesday into the southeast as well. So potentially very active severe weather here for the very tail end of October, and we can break this down by regions as well. So there's your Sunday. I did pull it back west all the way to possibly Oklahoma City just in the event that things slow down a tiny bit. So Oklahoma City and Dallas, you are in an outside chance for some storms on Sunday, probably in the morning hours. But the main meat and potatoes here, most of the state of Missouri, most of Arkansas, and possibly into Illinois as well. So St. Louis might be one of the bigger cities at risk here for your Sunday. Jumping straight ahead to Tuesday, and this looks like something out of May. You get that I-35 corridor risk area here all the way from Nebraska down through Dallas. And again, this is something we're going to have to watch super carefully. Of course, we'll have live coverage for anything that happens here. We'll give you guys updates possibly on Sunday. We'll see how Sunday looks. And then definitely Monday and Tuesday as well. And then on Wednesday, we shift off to the Gulf Coast. Could see some strong winds and tornado activity for your Wednesday. Maybe not so much the hail for areas like New Orleans, Jackson, down by Montgomery, Mobile, and then as far east as probably Tallahassee, Florida. So watching this, a lot to keep an eye on. It's busy for October. I was looking back this time last year. I was bracing for an ice storm that was going to have no power for me for 2 weeks. So this is a welcome change. I'd rather have warm, severe weather versus ice storms. I'm sure a lot of folks here would prefer that as well. And breaking down that extended hail forecast so you guys can see potential maximum hail sizes. Sunday, probably up to tennis ball size hail. I'm saying medium confidence on that. And then a break on Monday, and then Tuesday, possibly tennis ball, baseball size hail possible on Tuesday. But confidence is low right now. It's at the end of the extended forecast. So again, we'll give you more updates as we get closer to Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in, guys, here on this Friday afternoon. As always, follow us on all of our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, all that jazz. It's pretty simple to find. Or just Hail Trace and hit See First on Facebook so you don't miss anything that we ever post. Give us a call as well at 855-334-4245. If you're first time here and you want to find out more about us, you need to get a training, whatever it is, we're happy to help. And you can always email us info@hailtrace.com or visit our website and message us directly on our website, hailtrace.com as well. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you again on Monday.